And elsewhere, this month marked 82 years since the bombing of Pearl Harbor and the United States' entrance into World War II. The beginning of the war sparked a need for training bases around the country, including in the Siouxland states. Reporter Julia Lynn shares the story of one of those bases in South Dakota.
As a result of the events on December 7, 1941, the U.S. was suddenly thrust into war and needing training bases where they could host thousands of troops to learn communication skills. An estimate of 50,000 men found that space training in Sioux Falls. They began building the school in May of 1942 with the first classes starting in July.
Oh, the students that came were from all over the country, Michigan, New York, New Jersey. Yes, they came from all over.
The 18 to 26-week training course shaped soldiers to be a radio operator and mechanic.
What that means is he was able to not only communicate using his radio set, but he could take it apart, put it together, and repair it whenever it was damaged. So that was a very significant part of the student learning how to keep the radio sets working.
Learning Morse code, the soldiers would train around the clock in order to get them in and out of training as quick as possible.
Students were divided into groups between 20 and 25 students, and then classes initially were 24 hours a day in shifts. So that's how they could get so many men through the training as fast as they could.
Fast forward to 1945, by the time the school was no longer operating, parts of the community took on pieces of the unused buildings. A professor at Augustana even has a piece of that history today as they repurposed one of the buildings.
The barracks served the university well, it served Sioux Falls well, particularly with the GI Bill and students able to come. So there's this fast growth in the university or then the college. We needed buildings. This was one of them. I don't think they expected it to last 50 years.
Michael Mullen has been teaching history at Augie for 35 years. In 1999, the barracks were replaced by what is now the Madsen Center.
That was part of the World War II experience, right? We need to be able to repurpose these buildings quickly, often.
He says the impact the school had on Sioux Falls is everlasting.
The experience of those soldiers and the boom that it created for Sioux Falls financially led to some thinking about what does the future of Sioux Falls look like.